The bulls are getting stronger. The bears are losing. Has the bear market ended? I think so, and here's why. Welcome everyone to Team Underground. This is the first video that I'm doing on this channel. So first of all, my name is Thomas and I currently think that the bear market is about to end. And I'm gonna explain you guys everything in detail why, and maybe at the end of the video you'll even agree with me. Now a bit about myself, I'm a full-time Bitcoin trader. I really enjoy trading Bitcoin and I would like to share my thoughts with other people in this community. First, a disclaimer, I do not provide financial advice. Always do your own research. I only share my personal opinions and thoughts about the current Bitcoin market. Now, let's dive straight into the chart, because this is the long-term Bitcoin trading chart. As you can see, we started off this entire parabolic run-off with a falling wedge. Now this is pretty important because a falling wedge in Bitcoin mostly, if not always, breaks to the upside. Now in stocks they say it's something like 70%, but Bitcoin is not a stock, works completely different than stocks. That's also the reason I don't use any indicators at all. I only watch price action. Now let me give a small explanation of the Bitcoin falling wedge, because this is how I mostly look at the Bitcoin falling wedge. What basically happens is a falling wedge will pretty much always break to the upside, and the price will go, of course, down, down, down until it will create a horizontal bottom, which it kicks off from. This is mostly how a Bitcoin falling wedge trades, and you can see this very beautifully in the long-term chart here. This is the weekly Bitcoin chart between 2014 and middle of 2015, and you can see Bitcoin goes down, the price falls until it finds horizontal support and eventually breaks to the upside. Then it does sometimes break down again, it confirms that the resistance has flipped into support, and then it takes off again. This is a very beautiful example of a bullish continuation pattern in Bitcoin. And as you can see, we actually ended up in this channel that broke to the upside and eventually created this beautiful parabolic run-up. I would even argue that we're not even in a bear market after all, and that this is just part of our new parabolic run-up, that it's something like this. And this is just a normal Bitcoin retracement. When we are, for instance, looking at this parabolic run-up, we can see that Bitcoin, every time it hit a higher high, it just went down to around 40%. And look, we went up over here to 14K and we got around a 50% retrace. So maybe this isn't even a bear market after all, and we're just going to set higher highs like that. That would still be super bullish. So now how do we know for sure that this is the bottom? Well, as you can see, this is the falling wedge that we're in full detail. Now, as you can see, we are right now at the end of the falling wedge, and we just created a beautiful horizontal double bottom. This is very important. Just like in the other chart, you can see we're going down until we catch horizontal support, and that's where we eventually kick off from to the upside again. And we are currently doing the same thing. We're going down and down and down and down and down and down until we catch horizontal support, and that's where we eventually kick off from. Now you might ask, well, Thomas, didn't we broke out over here? Well, no, we actually didn't. Now there's a couple reasons to why I don't count this as a outbreak. Is, well, first of all, we broke back, so it's definitely not an outbreak, but you can see this as a bar pattern. This was actually just a bar pattern on the chart. Also, basically in Bitcoin, a wedge almost never breaks out in the middle. It mostly only breaks out in the apex. So whenever something breaks out in the middle, it's not really a breakout. It mostly comes back, and then sometimes it breaks back in the apex, and that way it kicks off. Funny enough, there were a lot of people which were expecting us to catch support on those levels over here, but you can see that we actually even accelerated our move to the downside because we broke into this wedge and we eventually found only support over here. The moment this pump actually happened and we found some good resistance over here and we didn't actually kick off from this falling wedge. I knew that this is going to be just a fake out, and I shorted the heck out of here and also sold some bitcoins, and I shorted every single one of the way down. Now, this is exactly what I posted on Twitter a couple days ago. I said we're about to hit the bottom of the bear market. My target of 6,700 had just been filled. My next target is 6,550. And if we look at the chart, so this is, you know, way before it even happened, we found resistance, the first resistance on 6,550 exact. This is where I bought a lot of bitcoins back because I sold a couple on the higher levels, and I bought a lot of bitcoins back. And what I eventually did is I put them in a massive long over here on 6,580 with 10x leverage, pretty much half of my portfolio. And then I said, well, this is going to kickstart a new you know, pump to the upside, which it's now up over 120%. I shared all of this on Twitter, so make sure to follow me. And I also have a free Telegram channel with daily Bitcoin updates. Link is as well in the description. Make sure to follow it. Also on Telegram, I said that if we were going to have resistance this entire move, it would be at 7,700. So that was also a pretty nice call. I did expect us to break it though, but we had massive shorts, like 30 million shorts being dropped on 7,700, which really caused this move to the downside, which is now reversing back. And I think we can still easily break that level. So that was the video of today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Again, check out my social media and the Telegram in the description. And make sure to subscribe and press the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.